Well, it's the end of April, and I wanted to do a tour of the garden to see what's growing. So we're going to start at the back. My loofahs popped up. I had just about given up on them, but they are looking good. And then I've got my row of blackberries, which I covered with bird netting yesterday because they are just starting to look a little bit on the red side. So I wanted to make sure the birds did not get a taste for my blackberries this year because it looks like it's going to be an awesome crop. Absolutely the most I've harvested off of these guys. They're 3 years old. And then my fig tree, I'm still trying to figure out if I should cut back my 3 main branches and let the rest of it grow. It sure wants to be a bush, not a tree. So we'll see. I'll give it another week. And then over here, I've got my watermelon, my yellow meat watermelon. And this is just some dill that it looked like some critter or something had laid on it. It had died, so I pulled it out of the garden and just laid it to compost. There's more yellow meat, and there's more yellow meat. I've got 4 mounds of those, and Allie has to photobomb my video. Get out of the plants. I have started screening back here. I never did. I just brought the tractor load full of wood chips and threw it on here like 4 or 5 years ago now. So I've started screening some of the areas I'm going to plant. And I have planted some, I think I put some squash seeds up there. And I think I put some flower seeds down here just to see how it's going on. And then this is my cantaloupe, which out of the 3, only 1 patch came up. So that one's looking good. I have reseeded these other 2. And then my yard-long beans are looking real good. I'm getting a lot of volunteer sprouts coming up from last year that are just popping up in the middle. I only planted 2, the one surrounded by the metal fencing, the one there and the one there. The rest are just all volunteers. And in here is turmeric, but it never sprouted, so I threw some nasturtium seeds on top of it, so at least I'll get some flowers. And my salvia is doing okay, not bad. Here I've got, let's see, there's a volunteer basil right there from last year. And there's a volunteer basil in there. And this is where my dill is. That big patch over there is where something laid on it or it broke. But I've still got plenty of dill. I grow that just for the butterflies and the caterpillars. There's the zinnias. This is my garlic. It's looking really good. We're going to have enough garlic for a year with that. And there's my onions. This whole bed is onions. And they are starting to die. They are not bad sized. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't expect great big onions. At least I've never been able to grow great big onions. But these are great for what we use with just the 2 of us. And then a few marigolds at the end. And then this bed, I'm sort of just giving it a break. It was all in beans last year. So I just planted nasturtiums and there's zinnias and marigolds. And then these are field peas. They're looking really good. These just popped up from last year. I didn't plant them. So that's why they look kind of haphazard. And here, this bed, I'm just giving it a break. But the Thai basil, the basil from last year came back up. And so I'm letting that grow. I'm going to throw some compost on top of that here real soon. And the potatoes are just huge. They are looking so good. There is no bug damage. It's wonderful this year. The potato beetles did not find my potatoes. So these are the ones that are 2 weeks behind the ones in front. Plus they get a little less sun with this is the shady side. And then tomatoes. These guys are looking good. There's a pop-up zinnias from reseeded. These are my late small tomatoes. We'll see if they even do anything. And unfortunately, there's ginger in this pot, but I still haven't seen it, so I've just about given up on it. And the thyme in front of the tomatoes. And the tomatoes are looking good. They got flowers, and I got cherry tomatoes. They are looking good. Can't wait for the first fresh tomato of the year. And some more pop-up zinnias. And let's see what else we got. The herb garden is looking good. Now this will die back in the heat, but of course the oregano just wants to take over. I'll have to dig about half of that back out again. The thyme is looking real good. My coriander, cilantro is going to seed, just like I let it do every year for the bees and the butterflies. These are my tomatoes, my big tomatoes. So they are looking good. They're about 4 foot tall now. I got flowers, and I actually have baby tomatoes on there. So, end of April, and I got baby tomatoes. I'm pretty excited. We are putting in a new water line here, so excuse the construction mess. Ken's jalapeno pepper plants are looking good. I've already harvested peppers off them, as they've got peppers hanging all over the place on them already. So, my Anaheims did not come up. I did plant them from seed. And then I've just got a few flowers over here, some cosmos and nasturtiums. And this is my bee balm. She's looking good this year. She's about 3 foot, maybe 3.5 foot high. And so she'll be busting into bloom here soon. And I guess that's about it. I'm giving the majority of this bed a rest. And I'm giving that bed a rest. Even though I did plant some flower seeds, they didn't come up. But that's about it for the garden for the end of April.